Did you know the castles of Spain, the aqueducts that carried water, the libraries that housed ancient knowledge, all built under the guidance of people most history books barely mention? They were Africans. They were called the Moors, and for nearly 700 years, they ruled large parts of Europe. They brought science, medicine, philosophy, and architecture that would later inspire the Renaissance. Yet today, their story is hidden, silenced, or distorted. Why? Because it challenges everything you've been told about Europe's so-called Dark Ages. Before we uncover this erased history, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here, click on that subscribe button so you never miss the hidden stories history tried to erase. In the year 711, an African general named Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed into Spain with an army. His landing point was later called Gibraltar from the Arabic Jabal Tariq, meaning the mountain of Tariq. Within just a few years, the Moors had taken control of most of Spain and Portugal. But unlike the image of barbarian invaders, these Africans didn't just conquer, they built. They transformed. The Moors introduced advanced architecture, the Alcazar of Seville, the Alhambra in Granada, Cordoba's Great Mosque, later converted into a cathedral. These weren't just buildings. They were masterpieces centuries ahead of Europe's designs. They also built aqueducts, paved streets, public baths, gardens, and universities. At a time when much of Europe was living in mud huts, Moorish Spain had street lights, running water, and libraries with over 400,000 manuscripts. So here's the question: if African knowledge helped drag Europe out of the Dark Ages, why don't most people know about it? The Moors brought with them mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. Algebra and the number zero spread through Europe via Moorish scholars. Moorish doctors performed surgeries that shocked Europeans. They introduced citrus fruits, sugar, and rice foods Europe had never seen. Europe's entire diet, science, and education system changed because of Africa's influence. But here's where it gets dark. When the Christian kingdoms of Spain finally defeated the Moors in 1492, the same year Columbus set sail, they began a massive campaign to erase Moorish history. Libraries were burned, African contributions were rewritten as European, and slowly, the story of the Moors was twisted into myth. But history leaves footprints. And if you look closely at Europe's castles, cathedrals, and cities, you'll see Africa's fingerprints everywhere. The Moors weren't just invaders. They were builders, innovators, and visionaries who reshaped Europe forever. Yet their story has been buried because it challenges the idea of who holds power, who creates knowledge, and who defines civilization. And this is just one hidden chapter of Africa's role in global history. If this shocked you, wait until you learn about the forgotten African soldiers who defeated Hitler. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out, because the history you were taught is only half the story.